Friends, good morning. This is Murali Krishna, Department of Chemistry, Daybase Engineering College, Kaval. Already, you discussed some models in atomic structure in past videos. Now, I am going to discuss about another important model in chemical bonding. So, look here. Which of the following compounds or molecules maximum number of lone pair of electrons present in the or present on the central atom? The option is nothing but look: NH3, H2O, Cl3, XeF2. The structure of the ammonia is like this. In ammonia, one lone pair of electron present on nitrogen. In water molecule, two lone pair of electrons on present oxygen. In ClF3, two lone pair of electrons are present on chlorine. But where in the case of xenon, they have three lone pair of electrons present on xenon element. So these are the main important structures of the given options. So the question is nothing but which one molecule having a highest number of lone pair of electrons on central atom. So according to these problems, xenon difluoride is exhibiting the maximum number of lone pair of electrons. Now we are going to discuss a second model. Which of the following molecule has more covalent nature? Generally, the covalent nature of a molecule is depend upon size of anion and then cation. Now the covalent nature of the given molecule is depend upon on size of anion. Look here, Kf and KCl and Ki, and then fourth one is R. So look, when the size of the anion is more on anion, that molecule can exhibiting the more covalent nature, or more atomic size of anion is always exhibiting more covalent nature. So now we are looking here. The first one is nothing potassium fluoride. Fluoride is less atomic size comparing with chlorine. Chlorine is some atomic size comparing with iodine. Among these three, iodine has more atomic size. So that's why iodine is more atomic size. That's why the Ka can exhibiting the more covalent nature. So another important model. Calculate the bond order of nitrogen molecule. Friends, generally, the bond order of the nitrogen molecule or any molecule is always calculated by using of molecular orbital theory. Now, you can calculate the bond order of nitrogen. The total number of the electron which is present in nitrogen molecule is 14. So now you can write the electron configuration of the nitrogen according to the molecular orbital theory is nothing but sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, sigma pi 2px2, pi 2py2, sigma 2pz2. So this is the electronic configuration of nitrogen according to the molecular orbital theory. So now you can go for calculate the bond order of nitrogen by using of the following formula. Bond order is equal to Nb minus Nab by 2. It means number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons by 2. So bonding electrons means sigma, anti-bonding electrons means sigma star. So now you can calculate the bonding electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into 2 is equal to 10. minus anti-bonding orbital is equal to 1, 2. The 2 into 4, 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 6 by 2. That is equal to 3. It means the number of bonds between the nitrogen and nitrogen is always equal to 3. This is the way to explain the calculate the bond order of nitrogen by using of molecular orbital theory. Friends, now we can go for explain the another important model. Another important model, nothing but number of bonding electron pairs and then the number of lone pair of electrons in ClF3, SF4 and Br5. Look, the number of lone pair of electrons is always calculated by using the following formula. One is nothing but G plus M minus C plus A by 2. What is meaning of G? G means group number of the central atom. M means the number of attached atoms to the central atom. C means cation charge. A means anion charge. These two, anion and cation charge, is not present in the given molecule. So that's why we cannot think about that one. Now we can calculate the number of electron pairs present in Cl3. So chlorine is always present in 7th group. The number of atoms attached to the chlorine is 3. So 7 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 5. Among these, 3 bonded pair of electrons is present and 2 lone pair of electrons is present because 3 fluorine atoms is bonded with chlorine. Similarly, SF4. So this is sulfur is the 6th group and the number of fluorine atoms is 4 plus 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. 10 by 2 is equal to 5. Among 5, 4 molecules is attached, 4 fluorine molecules atoms are attached to sulfur, then 4 bonded pair of electrons and 1 lone pair of electrons. Similarly, boron pentafluoride. So boron is the 7th group and then bromine is the 7th group and then fluorine is the 5 atoms. So 7 plus 5 by 2 is equal to 6. Among 6, 5 bonded lone pair of electrons and then 1 lone pair of 5 bonded pair of electrons and 1 lone pair of electrons is always present in bromine pentafluoride. So the number of bonded pairs and the number of lone pair of electrons is present in the given molecule is 3, 2 and then 4, 1 and then 5, 1. So this is the way to calculate the number of lone pair of electrons and then bonded pair of electrons by using the following formula. Friends, look here. In which of the following the bond angle is lowest in the given molecule? So there are here they give 4 molecules. One is water molecule, another one is ammonium cation, and then difluorooxygen, and then boron trichloride. So the actual bond angle of water molecule is 109 degrees 28 minutes, but the repulsions, due to the repulsions, the bond angle is decreases from 109 degrees 28 minutes to 107 degrees. But where in the case ammonium cation, the bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. And then where in the case F2O, the bond angle is actually 109 degrees 28 minutes. But due to the repulsions, the bond angle is decreases to 104 degrees 41 minutes. Where in the case of boron trifluoride, the bond angle is 120 degrees. But the problem is nothing but the lowest bond angle of the molecule. The lowest bond angle of the molecule is F2O because they have 104 degrees 41 minutes. Like another one. Which of the following molecule has high lattice energy? One is NaF, second one is magnesium oxide, third one is aluminum nitride, and fourth one is none. So generally, the lattice energy is always depend upon the charge of the ion. So now you look here. Fluorine is -1, oxygen is -2, nitrogen -3. Similarly, sodium is +1, magnesium is +2, and then aluminum is +3. So That's why aluminum is always having the plus and the nitrogen is always -3. So this molecule having the more charge. That's why aluminum nitrate can exhibiting the more lattice energy comparing with NaF and comparing with magnesium oxide. So another one. In which of the following compound hydrogen bond is present strong in liquid phase? They can give options: HF, pH3, CH4, hydrogen iodide. So among these four, hydrogen fluoride having the much more of a strong hydrogen bonding because of fluorine has a high electronegativity value and then they have the small atomic size. Due to these two reasons, HF has exhibiting the strong hydrogen bonding in the given options. So another one is, look here. When a hydrogen atom emits a photon of energy 12.1 electron volts, then the orbital angular momentum changes by options: h by 2 pi, 3h by 2 pi, h by pi, and 2h by pi. Look, from the problem, the difference of energy delta E is equal to E3 minus E1, that is equal to 12.1 electron volts. It means the electron jumps from third orbit to the first orbit. Third orbit to the first orbit. So the angular momentum mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. When the electron jumps from third orbit to first orbit, so n is equal to 3, it is equal to 3h by 2 pi. N is equal to 1, it is equal to h by pi. One is 3h by pi, 2 pi, and another one is h by 2 pi. Therefore, mvr is equal to E3 minus E1, that is equal to mvr is equal to 3h by 2 pi minus h by 2 pi. Then it is equal to h by pi. So, h by pi is the right answer. So, another one. The wavelength of electron waves in the two orbit is 3:5. Then the ratio of kinetic energy of electron will be. So the relation between the wavelength and then kinetic energy is nothing but lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equal to root of Ke2 by Ke1. From the problem, lambda 1 is equal to 3, lambda 2 is equal to 5. When we can substitute the lambda 1 and lambda 2, 3 by 5 is equal to root of Ke by 2. Then Ke2 by Ke1 is equal to 9 by 25 because you can go for square both of sides. Then Ke1 by Ke2 is equal to 25 by 9. Then Ke1 is to Ke2 is equal to 25 is to 9. So the ratio of the kinetic energies of the electrons is always equal to 25 is to 9. Friends, these are the important models which are present in chemical bond. Again, you can meet another important video. Thank you.